hello, everyone. Welcome back to class. Today we have a new topic. Today we prepare again. Today I work with you to prepare you, to help you with the U.S. citizenship interview. So let's get started. Today's question, starting with 49. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? United States citizens can serve on a jury. United States citizens can vote in a federal election. Two good opportunities, responsibilities that naturalized United States citizens can also participate in. United States citizens can serve on a jury. In a jury, you get to sit with other jury members and together listen to evidence on a crime and decide whether the person who is being tried is innocent or guilty. You listen to lawyers' opinions, statements, and the judge, and you get to make a decision whether somebody is going to be found innocent or guilty. It's a wonderful opportunity. It's a wonderful experience for people who are naturalized citizens to participate. And the first time I was called, I couldn't do it because I was teaching and I waited for the summer. When the next time when I got called the second time, I served it and I did it during a summertime, and it was a wonderful opportunity. And I would definitely say that's something you'd want to do as a naturalized citizen. It's a great opportunity. Another thing you can do as a naturalized United States citizen is you can vote in a federal election. You can vote for senators, you can vote for House of Representatives, and you can vote for president. Yes, you can vote for the next president once you become a naturalized citizen. Alrighty, next question, 50. Name one right for United States citizens. Name one right for United States citizens. United States citizens can vote in a federal election and they can run for a federal office. That means by running for federal office, that means you can run to be a House of Representative member, or you can run for election to become a senator. You can never ever run to become president because it's only for natural born persons of the United States. They're the only ones who can run for president. Naturalized citizens can only they can only run for election to become a U.S. representative or a senator, but never ever for president. Okay? So one right for citizens is that you get to vote in a federal election. Yay! That's why I became a citizen. I came too young from my country and I couldn't vote there. And when I got here, I couldn't vote. So when I got here, I was like, okay, now that I can become naturalized, I will, because I want to vote. I was already in school. Um, I was already working. I did not need to become a citizen. I was fine being a permanent resident, but I could not vote. And that was important to me to be able to vote in a federal election. And you never know. Federal office? Not really in my mind, but the main one was voting in a federal election. I got to vote for president and for senators of the state of Minnesota and House of Representatives. And that's been a wonderful opportunity. And that's one thing you get to do as a naturalized citizen. Wonderful opportunities, wonderful responsibilities. 51. What are two rights? Two rights everyone living in the United States can have. Two rights is you have the freedom of expression to voice your opinion, the freedom of speech, the freedom to get together with other people to demonstrate freedom of assembly, the freedom to petition to government about something that is of concern, freedom of worship, to worship wherever you want, whatever religion you belong to, you have the freedom to do that. And the right to bear arms. By arms, we mean guns. We mean the right to bear arms legally. Of course, you have to have a permit. You have to get permission to own a gun legally. And of course, nowadays you need to keep it secured because There are lots of accidents at schools where kids are bringing guns to school. That has been an increasing problem. So you have a right to bear arms, to have a gun, you must license it, and of course, keep it in a safe place. It's been a problem at schools. As a teacher, that is one of my biggest concerns. We have to practice what to do if somebody comes with a gun, if you know there's a gun in a building. So very important for you to know that, okay? Okay, so next, 52. What do we show loyalty when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? We show loyalty to the United States and to the flag. So when you do the Pledge of Allegiance, you show allegiance to the United States and to the flag of the United States of America. So again, 52. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? We show loyalty to the United States and to the flag. Okay, next. 53. What is one promise you make when you become a U.S. citizen? What is one promise you make when you become a U.S. citizen? Naturalized citizens have to give up loyalties to other countries that they were members of. They must agree to defend the Constitution and laws of the United States. They must obey the laws of the United States like all citizens. They can serve the United States military if needed, especially fellows between 18. As soon as they turn 18, they must register at the post office to fill a form and sign up to serve in the United States if needed, and do important work for the country, the nation if needed, and be loyal to the United States. Again, naturalized citizens need to promise once they become naturalized citizens to give up loyalties to other countries, to defend the Constitution and laws of the United States, obey the laws of the United States, serve in the United States military if needed, especially guys, do important work for the country as needed, and be loyal to the United States. 54. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? Citizens need to be at least 18 years and older to vote for president. Citizens, how old do citizens have to be to vote for president? Citizens need to be 18 years old or older to vote for president or for any election. Let's put it that way. 55. There are 10 examples, but you need to know 2 for the citizenship interview. What are 2 ways that Americans can participate in the democracy of the United States? What are 2 ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? And the 10 examples are: they can vote, they can join a political party, either the Democrat, Republican Party. There are other parties, but the 2 main ones are Republican and Democratic Party, and those were the ones that we reviewed last week. Help with a campaign, join a group of interest, a civic group, join a community group, give an elected official your opinion on an issue, call the senators and representatives maybe to propose a bill, an idea, publicly support or oppose, that means be against an issue or policy, run for office, for election, and lastly, you can write to a newspaper. Those are the 10 examples. Vote, join a political party, help with a campaign, join a civic group, join a community group, give an elected official your opinion about an issue, call the representatives, the senators or senators or House of Representatives, and tell them what you think. Publicly support or oppose an issue that you're concerned about, run for an elected office, or write to a newspaper. Moving along, when is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? When is the last day you can send in your federal income tax forms? The last day one can send in federal income tax forms is April 15. The last day one can send in federal income tax forms is April 15. I just want to say that if you cannot meet that deadline, you need to file for an extension with the income tax office, with the Social Security office. You need to file for an extension. I've had to do that in the past when I've been so busy and I haven't met the deadline. I've had to file for an extension. But the official date without having to file an income tax extension is April 15. So again, question 56. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? The last day one can send in federal income tax forms is April 15. Okay, when must all men register for the Selective Service? Remember I said that young men might be asked to serve in the military? When must all men register for the Selective Service? All men must register for the Selective Service at age 18, between 18 and 26. Between 18 and 26, all men must register for the Selective Service. So when must all men register for Selective Service? All men must register for the Selective Service at the age of 18 and between 18 and 26. Okay? Review time. Yay! We review here in this class. We review to practice. We review to answer questions. We review to answer questions correctly. And we review to write sentences completely and correctly. And so we are going to review last week's questions. So here we go. Last week we talked about the Supreme Court, the judicial branch, which is the Supreme Court, and the 9 justices, right? They work in this building. If you want more information about the Supreme Court, you can go fact find www.supremecourt.gov, www.supremecourt.gov to learn more about the Supreme Court and the 9 justices, and they all serve, they're part of the judicial branch. I also mentioned that there are 3 females and 6 gentlemen. There's a total of 9. And of course, there's the main one, the Chief Justice, and the other 8 are the associate justices. Okay? All right, so what is the job of the Supreme Court? What does the judicial branch do? What does the judicial branch do, or the Supreme Court? They review the laws. They explain the laws of the Constitution. They resolve conflicts we have in the country and disagreements. And for example, right now, the abortion one was brought up from Mississippi, and that's being listened to, reviewed, explained, and hopefully some conclusion that benefits all citizens will happen. But to be honest with you, this topic is very controversial. Some people will be happy and some people will not be happy. But the job of the Supreme Court, the judicial branch of our government, is to review and make sure that it's aligned, it's connected with our Constitution. Alrighty? So the job of the Supreme Court or the judicial branch is to review laws, explain laws, resolve disputes, arguments, and decide if it goes against the Constitution or not. Okay, what is the highest court in the United States? The Supreme Court is the highest court in the United States. What is the highest court in the United States? The Supreme Court is the highest court in the United States. Okay. As I said earlier, 6 men, 3 women. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? We have 9. Currently we have 3 females, 6 gentlemen. There are 9 justices on the Supreme Court. Okay, moving along. Sorry. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? The Chief Justice of the United States now is John G. Roberts. Excuse me. The Chief Justice of the United States is John G. Roberts Jr. I am so sorry about that. So, reviewing again, 40. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? The Chief Justice of the United States now is John G. Roberts Jr. Okay, 41. Under our Constitution, Some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? What is one power of the federal government? Here are the examples. The federal government, don't move. The federal government has the power to print money, to declare war, to create an army, or to make treaties. These are the examples. What is one power? You need to know one for your test, for your interview. The federal government has the power to print money, to declare war, to create an army, or to make treaties. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the state. What is one power of the state? So the states also have powers based on our Constitution. Um, Remember, we have representative government, and our Constitution also gives the states powers as well. And so examples are the states have the power to provide schooling and education for its citizens of its state, provide police protection, fire safety, have offices to administer driver's licenses and other licenses, approve zoning and land use, driver's licenses, other licenses for vehicles, provide fire safety protection, police protection, and of course, schooling for its citizens. Okay, next. Who's the governor of your state now? Who's the governor of your state now? That depends. So, depending on when you sit for the citizenship, you want to review the current list of current governors. Currently, for Iowa, it's Kim Reynolds. Minnesota, Tim Walz. Texas, Greg Abbott. And I have these examples based on who's watching. Um, if you have questions, let me know. I will be happy to help you, okay? 44. What is the capital of your state? Again, list of states' capitals, United States. You can look it up. But for Minnesota, again, example, St. Paul. Texas is Austin, and Iowa is Des Moines. Okay, St. Paul, Minnesota, Austin, Texas, Des Moines, Iowa. List of states' capitals in the United States. So that does not change. Okay. What are two major political parties of the United States? What are two major political parties of the United States? They are the Democratic and Republican political parties. The two main ones or major ones are the Democratic and Republican political parties. There are other ones like the Green Party, but the main ones, the major ones are the Democratic and Republican political parties. Okay, what is the political party of the president now? President Biden's political party is the Democratic Party. What is the political party of the president now? It is a Democratic, and it's represented by the donkey. The other party is the Republican, and that's represented by the elephant. But the current party is the Democratic Party, and that's the president's party. So check again before you sit for your interview. If we've had an election for president in 2024, we could have President Biden or we could have a different president. So you want to make sure that you're current. So the current one right now is for the political party of the president now is the Democratic Party. Mr. Joseph Biden, president now, is part of the Democratic Party. Okay. 47. What is the name of the current Speaker of the House of Representatives? What is the name of the current Speaker of the House of Representatives? The current Speaker of the House is Nancy Pelosi. And that changes. If we have an election, we could have a new speaker. So you want to stay current if you take the citizenship after the next election, okay? So what is the name of the current Speaker of the House of Representatives? What is the name of the current Speaker of the House of Representatives? The current Speaker of the House of Representatives is Nancy Pelosi. The current Speaker of the House is Nancy Pelosi. All right. Again, we had a chance to learn new facts, new content, and we got to review last week's content. Together we can do it. Join me, and don't forget to subscribe and invite your friends who might enjoy this class. Okay. This is it for now, and that's it. Alrighty. So bye for now.